Yep. Probably going to get down to why this whole endless thing is a little bit of a problem. Let's see what she means by that. We'll do as you ask. Said it's not an easy thing for people like this to do, but it's like it said, this will never end. This need to consume aether to allow this is no different from stuff that we know with things like the primals and things like that. It's just not possible to keep this going forever. Just as I thought. It can't replicate everything. It's interesting. And I question why they're fiends at all. Why would Doreen even have them here, or is there something she can't do anything about?
you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys. That you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
Kind of hard to say. For the Warrior Light in particular, they derive a lot of meaning from just simply seeing things they haven't seen before, fighting things they haven't fought before. A world like this just doesn't seem to have much purpose for something like that. Said everything about this just feels wrong, no matter how much it may emotionally make sense for somebody to want to do something like this. Because as humans, as mortal people, we kind of live our lives on the understanding that it's not meant to last and it can end at any time. So the idea of something that allows people to exist beyond, you know, what's possible is kind of hard to wrap your head around generally, or even if there's any ethical value of doing so. And this also extends in a lot of similar things we saw in Endwalker, where the idea of trying to eliminate all suffering, all despair, oftentimes just leads you to doing far worse things. That seems to be reflected here, too. Benine's intentions are good, but it can't be accomplished without destroying everything else around it. It's basically a simulation where they simulate what the system thinks each person wants.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
Oh.
Amazing.
Wow! Look, Mother, look! It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Wuklamat! Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Oh, God.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
Ah, I'm so glad.
Her image changed suddenly.
Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You were mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sving cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
As said, these people seem like they're happy at the moment, but can you just simply exist forever? It's always the issue with these kind of things, these kind of questions. the real face of this town.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Yeah, I wondered if it was gonna, the environment was gonna change as we moved along. The land of dreams. Some kind of amusement park. It feels like the gold saucer.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your bait's so strong!
That was amazing, Otis! And you too, miss!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis! Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to
It's
know.
nice to know that he's happy as a human as he was as a robot.
Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
I have a feeling this version of it doesn't remember that.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things.
Probably recreated from memories
These
before.
events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
No, no, no villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know, right?
An earlier version. You won't remember his time as a machine.
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Founding celebration?
A Knight of Alexandria. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your rehearsal. Mascot costumes. Ugh. Oh, I hate this. Have at you, Lindbug scum.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes
Oh.
place long ago.
The reference, another 9 reference this music is.
A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado, yeah, it's a royal knight!
I beg your pardon? What a twist!
Unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah! Arg! I am killed!
Not much of an actor, is she?
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest?
And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her!
What's happening?
Is it over already?
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion, oh boy, they, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Good improv.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is, an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
It is a miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Gululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
That night, he was the one who looked after Guloja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sphinx people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
From the vision, kind of wondered if this was going to eventually come to pass.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
How you've grown, my darling daughter.
Oh, this stuff always gets me. God damn it.
it has been 20 years.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heat Wells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
The taste of family. Yeah, we're kind of like third, fourth, and fifth wheels here on this. You're talking to a transportation expert.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
This is so awkward for everybody
yes.
involved.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
This is just excruciating.
You're telling me.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Okay, when it comes to Graha, these are either really good ideas or incredibly bad. Graha has, like, nothing in between.
Raha?
What is he doing?
I have no idea what he's doing.
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Graha.
Yes,
I'll
indeed.
break the ice and nothing else.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As
The
those
calamity
around
of
them
ice,
froze
maybe?
to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic. And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift. The Echo, I dare say.
More than likely.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Leafing through the past. Wait a minute. They mentioned before that the arcana that was being used is almost identical to what exists in the source. So I wonder if these Malala are actually people from the source that went to this shard. Because the Endless Winter sounds like the Calamity of Ice. I don't know, there's still too much that doesn't add up yet. Would also explain why Kryl doesn't appear any differently from anybody else in the source. Yeah, I misunderstood what they were asking. Yeah, I'll figure out the rest later. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, looks like maybe 6. Must be 5 then. I miscount?
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name... My name is Maya.
God damn, it's happening again. Oh, jeez.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
Yeah, if her people were from the source, that would definitely explain why everybody's souls are more combined. They'd still have the rejoinings from all the previous rejoinings prior to the frost. I don't know how that would have affected the calamities that came after, though, but...
You know how to do it.
I do.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud.
Still struggling
As
to
for
deal
my
with all
second
this.
wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kapiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
We shall.
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
Yeah, the Sundering caused almost everything, including the animals and monsters we see, to split. The only thing that's really changed is different pressures on each of the reflections cause some of them to change slightly. The life tree was also something that was from 9, if I remember right. The various subspecies, such as those red leaves, are gnarled look. It's covered in plant-like scales. Saw them on the first. Like, we have to be present in order to see plot point. So we just get volunteer for this stuff. A journey never ending. Flying mallard. Just called you a duck.
how delightful this has been. Not since my journey with the Dawn Servant have I enjoyed myself so. No, I'm selling it short. This was even better. And that's because I was able to share this adventure with my darling boy. Well, this is as far as I can go. As for the rest...
Just stop. You're doing it again. Deciding everything by yourself, and then disappearing.
Alexandria, you're my pupil, so you ought to understand. Everything that lives must one day die, and that which has died isn't meant to return. This is the way of nature. Mine is an unnatural existence, and I've suffered it only because I had to unmake this twisted mausoleum. But now that brave souls have appeared to whom I might entrust my mission, I may finally embrace the end. Can't you be happy for me?
How could I be happy?
I was actually quite scared, you see. Scared that I'd be trapped inside the barrier forever and denied the thrill of discovery for all my days. Your coming gave me courage and comfort, Alexandria. More than you know. And now here I stand, unburdened and free. In this moment, the happiest of my life.
I mean, this barrier is kind of a prison in many ways for those who aren't happy with the situation. And those feelings will live on.
As you wish, Mother. I'll continue what you began. You were right, of course. Leaving home has broadened my horizons. I've met my friends and found this place. So I bid you leave your dreams with me. And no, I'll go where you couldn't go, and do what you couldn't do. I will.
Look at you. All grown up and dependable. Yet with so much more ahead. A world of experiences await you, each a lesson of its own. You may know failure and burning regret, but these too shall become beacons to guide you. So come what may, hold your head high and carry on with conviction. And wherever your journeys take you, keep me close to your heart, will you? I should like to be there, to see what I haven't seen.
You will be, Mother.
Now, run along. And never forget that you're my pride and joy.
Ugh.
I trust you all can handle
You're
the
trying to
rest.
kill me here.
Take care. And farewell.
So much sap, but my bitter heart can't take it.
That makes all of them.
All that remains is to wait for the meso-terminal to become vulnerable when it's about to initiate fusion. And then we strike.
Please be advised, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. Repeat, we are entering the final phase of world bridging. The ether of all residents will shortly be replenished. Be at ease. No action on your part is required. We thank you for your patience.
Wait, it's already begun.
All right. No time to waste. Time to end this. And now it's all unlocked. Dawntrail. It's our duty as the living. Alexandria now accessible. All right, it begins now.
To the memories of better days, I bid farewell.
Have you heard? Princess Fiend is here.
Foreign entities detected. Proceeding with removal.
Your smile means all is right with the world.
If I smile, it is because you all smile for me.
Well, not the cleanest start there. Kind of got confused with what was happening exactly.
people, and I will protect you. The painful memories of war I lay to rest.
Sorry, trying to focus on what I'm doing here. Got a kitchen sink in and hope for the best.
You will all live on. And at the last, my final endless.
Fire detected. Initiate safety protocol.
Could you maybe wait a second?
They've done it! They've prepared the Queen! We can't give up! Not until Keith can put
The Eliminator. That's it. Wondered when you were going to show up.
Initiating final attack protocol. Seven entities remain. Resuming annihilation.
One down. Okay, let's do this.
Steen! Steen, listen to me, please!
I'm afraid she's gone.
Synchronization will soon be complete.
Synchronization complete. Data for the Endless Fiend has been overwritten and reconfigured. All shall be well, henceforth and in perpetuity. Forever will I keep and cherish my people. To that end, I have removed the remaining checks upon my authority. Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Wait! I still haven't said...
Be gone from my presence. According to Eliminator's battle data, you pose the single greatest threat. As such, you will be erased, here and now. I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others.
If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you. Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse... might I...
I know what I have to do.
Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
I have one more ace up my sleeve. That's the Asa barking. I suppose that's just allowing me to drag people into this. Only one thing left to do. Bring an end to this. No duty support, no other NPC assistants, just me and the crew here.
The worlds have been bridged. Be at ease, everyone. Your ether will soon be replenished.
Queen Eternal.
I will suffer no interference. Disappear.
Well, that was poor timing on my part.
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end. Deploy
rift in reality? Has she lost control of the power? Sphene, listen to me. I understand. I do. And I know that you won't be swayed from your course. But if there's truly no other way to resolve this, then face me. Not as a machine, but as the real you.
Lamachi.
Anomaly detected in memory banks. Data for the endless field partially restored.
This is what I desire, and I will not fail. I can't bear to lose them. Not again.
I feel your pain, as if it were my own. At last, I think I know you. All of you.
How can you say that to me now?
It's over, Steve. We will stop you.
No! I won't let you! I can't! I will protect my people's happiness!
Leave that burden with us now. We will bear it in your stead.
And it is over. The Eternal Queen is no more.
Sphene!
Your voice reached me, Lamachi.
Is it really you?
No, only in part. My memories as a living person are gone. I've been remade from those I had as an endless. However, I cannot remain long, for the meso-terminal will soon cease to function. Once, you wanted to know me, Lamachi. Let my last act be to give an honest accounting. I am, above all, sorry for the suffering I've caused your people and mine. I am ultimately powerless against the inevitable, unable to do aught but visit harm upon the innocent. I am, in the end, a pitiful, selfish creature
One that should never have been created.
You strove to make your people happy.
Our nations are worlds apart, but they feel so close. Who knows what we could have accomplished had we walked together towards a shared future. And yet, it could never be so. We each had our own to protect.
If only I had met you when I was still alive, then perhaps. But it's no use dwelling upon a miracle that didn't happen. Still, if there's one thing I hope you'll believe, it is this. Brief though it was, I treasured our time together. It pains me to think that its memory will disappear along with me. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but when I'm gone, my people, will you?
We'll take care of them. Don't worry. And we will never forget the Endless. Neither them, nor the time we spent with you. So be free of your burdens, Sphene. And sleep well.
I will. Thank you.
At the end of the day, she was somebody that died that was drugged back by something that probably should never have existed. But, in the end... What is... left us with the treasure. I wonder what this will mean in the long run, I suppose.
Farewell, my beloved Alexandria.
Ugh. I'll take that. Keep it out of anybody else's hands for the moment. Surely something that powerful won't be important later.
So it was that the meso-terminal fell dark, and the endless departed for oblivion's embrace. Their resplendent paradise was no more, as the memory sustaining it faded with the golden light. Even so, in a way, they live on. This I felt with conviction, as I basked in the glow of a new dawn. It remains to be seen how interdimensional fusion may have affected other reflections. Kryle's parents spoke of the power's capacity for both good and evil. I cannot help but wonder how Sphyn's deeds will be remembered by those they touched. The key that started it all was entrusted to the adventurer. Such an artifact certainly lies within the Scion's realm of expertise, and no objection was raised to their retaining it for research. By order of Vau Kona, the Sky Deep cenote was placed under the strict watch of the Landsguard. With the mighty Bakujaja among their number, they shall not want for strength, even in Soralja's absence. Upon learning of their queen's passing, the people of Alexandria mourned and wept. Having devoted herself to sparing them sorrow, the sight might well have moved Sphyn to tears. However, with Wuklamat carrying on her legacy, I have faith that her subjects will know joy once more. As anticipated, the news that young Gululja had succeeded his father as king was greeted with trepidation. Reception was also mixed when Wuklamat came forward to name herself as the boy's guardian. But the people were mollified to learn that Everkeep systems remained operational, and there would be no impact on their lives. One day, when he is older, Gululja will decide for himself what manner of ruler he will be. Till that day and beyond, may the path of the young king be illuminated by the love of family. Meanwhile, in Tuliyola, the people came together to hail their new Dawn Servant's great victory. Having honored those they lost, they turned their attention to a brighter future and celebrated for 3 days and nights. Not everything had been resolved, though. Those who had spent 30 years in the Dome struggled to resume their former lives. This and a host of other challenges remained. But as the new Dawn Servants continue to lead with strength and wisdom, the people may be assured that peace will endure.
And that was Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We have reached the end after 6 days of near constant play here. So I'll go ahead and get my thoughts in general now. I love this. I actually did enjoy this main scenario quite a bit. More than I expected I was going to. Despite it being... There was a lot of fear, even from me, after Endwalker on how they would proceed forward from here. Having relied on almost 10 years worth of story, to have to go off in its own direction was always a scary thing to begin with. And though I will not say that it's like a perfect story by any means, as I don't think there really is one, I think it did what it set out to do and didn't surrender everything that it had come prior to it, which was the other concern that they would just start abandoning everything they'd established before this point. So I did enjoy this for quite a bit. We'll have to see how things proceed forward now that the main scenario is done and we have another 2 years worth of patch cycles to get through to see where things go from this new start. In terms of other aspects, let's tackle the new jobs real quick here. I love both Viper and Pictomancer for what they are, I think. They definitely stand out, and they kind of feel good to me in a way that's hard for me to put into words, because I'm not an expert at the battle content by any means. Even though you guys have seen me do Savage, I'm not exactly the top of the line there with a lot of that. But so to have anything that feels even remotely good to me is all I can really speak of to that. And Viper will definitely be the melee I continue trying to figure out from here. So to kind of give you I think that's my main thoughts. There's a lot of the other stuff like the role quests and things like that I can't completely speak on, since there are aspects of it that won't be released till later patches. But as far as... I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of give you guys an idea what Dawntrail is going to look like for us going forward. So I am not going to be streaming anymore after we conclude the main scenario here. The reason for that is I feel it's starting to get a little repetitive for people watching, as well as the fact that I'm eating into my data plan a lot more than I thought I would for the last 5 days. Like half of my data for the month is already gone. And I don't want to give up all my streaming time for the month based on that. So we're probably going to start concluding here. But what I do plan to do is I will record my reactions to other things that we've included in this event. And I will try to put compilations together of things. It's going to take me a while to do it because I'm still a one-man operation. And I have never edited video on the scale I'm going to have to do here. So it'll probably take me a while to get all that stuff out and have the time to actually do it and figure it all out. So I don't know what form that's going to take yet. As for future streaming content, the first the next month or so is going to be pretty heavily Dawntrail, even when I do decide to stream. But on the plus side, I am happy to inform everybody that our raid group has reformed. And we will be planning to continue into the Arcanian raid when Savage is released in about 4 weeks from now. So it'll be towards the end of July. We'll be starting our regular weekly sessions again. Our plans are to run Wednesday and Friday around the same times we did last year. I will update you guys with more details on how that will affect other streams, such as my variety streams and things like that. I do plan to continue them, though what form those will take in the long run will still be left to be seen. But in general, that's the gist of what I say for Dawntrail here. And I hope you look forward to joining me for other streams of Dawntrail content coming over the course of the next 2 years here, because I'm hoping to continue on. There were some questions last year whether I would keep going, but I feel confident that we're going to keep going for at least a while yet. So I hope you come and join me for those when those times come. I will announce more details in the future.
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe. But at long last, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left the Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow. You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend. And you wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely not.
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course. Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet again in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a gleaner, but I still have contacts in Charlian. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
You've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any new adventures in the offing?
Always.
Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulijola. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post. By now, I know you well enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need. Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
Yes,
An
always.
adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it exactly that spurs you on?
All the sights I have yet to see. We're just lugging around that thing around like we should be carrying it with us all the time. Hmm? Oh, pocket mount. Gotcha. And our next raid tier. The skies of flame proclaims night's end. The thoughts of adventure tend the brave. Make haste over the hill and dale to Dawntrail's golden trails. And that, as they say, is that. Hello everyone, this is Dragin Hikari. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe to be notified of future videos. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see from me, feel free to comment below. Also check out the links in the description of the video to find me on various other platforms. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.